loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and join the Love Tribe. You won't want to miss out on my weekly videos, especially since I'm about to go back to college. You should totally join the Love Tribe. So this video has been super requested. A lot of you guys have reached out to me saying, you know, I'm about to go off to college for the first time. I'm going to be a freshman. What are some tips, you know, on how you survived your first year of college, and especially, you know, more so at tech. A lot of you guys are going off to tech this semester. That is so super exciting. Congratulations. You're going to love it there. It is literally the best campus ever. And so therefore, I just wrote down some tips that, you know, helped me get through the first year, because it can be a little scary and a little stressful at times. But if you follow these tips, it's going to be smooth sailing and such a fun year. So yeah, I'm gonna give you 5 tips on how to survive your freshman year, plus my biggest fear going off to college and how I overcame it, plus what makes Texas Tech such an amazing campus and why I love it. So my first tip on surviving freshman year is join a club or organization. I joined a sorority my first year going into college, and it was one of the best things that I could have done for myself. I immediately made friends. I had so many opportunities like jobs, internships come about, and just so many doors open. I felt so much more involved on campus. I went to the events more just because, you know, I had a group that like pushed me to, and just, you know, you just feel more involved on campus and you feel like you have more of like a home. Definitely join a club or organization. There are so many specifically at Tech that you can join. I mean, anywhere from Marvel comic groups to like book clubs to like German clubs. There are so many. Even like at the rec center, there's so many. Like if you want to do yoga, if you want to do basketball, if you want to do like cycling, you'll really just go in and you'll meet so many people that share the same interest as you, and that just makes things so much more better and so much more fun. And you'll really just feel more involved on campus, like you'll know more of what's going on, you'll go to more events, and it's just a fun way to take your mind off, you know, if you're missing home or if you're just, you know, getting stressed over tests, school in general. It's just a great way to like go and escape and like still be involved and like just taking your mind off things and really just marinating in the whole college experience. I don't know why I'm using that word lately, but I am. So it's just a great way to just go in and really grasp and take in the college experience, because you're just, you know, you immediately gain friends, you get more opportunities, and you're just more involved in the campus and everything that's going on. So my second tip on surviving your freshman year is to download your college or university's app. So at Texas Tech, there is the Texas Tech mobile app. So it's this red one right here. It just says Texas Tech mobile app. Let me tell you guys, this has saved my life. There are so many great features on it that just help you so much getting around campus, you know, finding where to eat on campus. So one of my favorite features is the double map feature. So what this does is it tracks all the buses that are going around campus, and then you can click on each one and it'll show you like where they're going, like what buildings they're going to, and then it also like keeps you up to date on like what specific time they're going to be at like each marker. So if you're lazy like me and don't want to walk to class, or you just have a class that's way far away, or even if the weather's really bad, this is such an amazing thing to have, because you can just see, you know, where all the buses are at, where they're going, and it's really accurate. Another thing that this app has is a great dining feature, so you can see where all the dining spots are on campus. So you can see where your Chick-fil-A is, your Starbucks is, anything like that. And then there's also recreational sports. So if you're wanting to go to the rec and do some yoga at a certain time, you can see when that's happening, what all they have to offer. And then also you can access your Radar Link, Blackboard, you can see your courses on here, and you can even add or drop classes. So it's just really great. I mean, I'm sure most campuses have an app. It's just very helpful. It helps you to stay on track of things. If you don't know, you know, where something's at, it's all on this app. So definitely download your university's app if they have one. So my third tip for surviving your freshman year is to live on campus. So yes, this can be a really scary thing to think of. I remember I was petrified of like community showers, living with a, you know, stranger, and just, you know, being in the dorms, because everybody always makes such a fuss about it and just makes it sound super scary. Well, it's not. It's one of the best things I did when I went off to college, because you really meet so many people. You become so close to, you know, people in your hall. It's just a great way to really just network. And then also the biggest thing that I loved about living on campus campus was I was right next to my building that I had most of my classes in. So like if I was running late or anything, I could literally be at my class within 30 seconds. One time I woke up 10 minutes before one of my classes started, and I actually had a test on that day. So I got up really quick, put some sweats on and a hat, and I was at class within like 3 minutes. Definitely live on campus. It's super fun, and you just feel more involved with like your school. You know more about like what's going on. You know, if there's a basketball game, you can pretty much just walk right there. Football games. The community showers were not even that bad. At Tech, at least, they keep them super clean and updated. You know, you do have to wear some shower shoes, but girl, it's okay. It's really not that bad. It just got really dark in here. It's cloudy outside. Maybe it'll rain here today. So my fourth tip is to bring TJ Maxx bags on move-in day. This isn't really like a survival tip for the, whole first year, but move-in day can be really stressful and it can get really like heavy at times. And I just remember I bought a ton of those cheap TJ Maxx bags. They're like $1, and I put all my stuff in there. They all fit, and that's what I use to move in and move out with, and they were so great. They're super cheap, super easy, so definitely get you some TJ Maxx bags. And I'm telling you guys, everything fit in these bags. They're super cheap, they're easy, and might I mention, they're really cute. So move-in day, get you some TJ Maxx bags. You won't regret it. They will come in handy and make moving in so much more easier and just so much more smooth sailing. Last tip on surviving your freshman year is to go to all the events. So at Texas Tech, there are constantly activities going on and events, anything from sporting to things at the rec center, things at the sub. I mean, the list goes on. And most of the time they're free. And I mean, come on. We love to go to free stuff. Definitely go, because it just gets you so much more involved. You're gonna meet so many friends. You're gonna just have so much fun. And you just, it really, like I said, with like joining an organization, it takes your mind off things. So like if you're, just sad, like, oh, you miss your parents or whatever, when you actually make yourself go to events and put yourself out there, you're gonna just like, you're not even gonna miss home. You're not even gonna think about stressful things. It's just gonna be fun, and you're gonna like just love your school so much more and just feel so much more a part and make so many memories that you're gonna, think about when you're thinking about your college experience. And that's really what makes college. It's just all the events, the fun things you get to do, because you only go to college once, so you might as well like go to all the events that they have to offer and really just put yourself out there. So those are my 5 tips for surviving your freshman year, and just, anybody going into college, just some little tips and tricks that I have for you. And so now I'm going to talk about Texas Tech more specifically, why I chose it, what makes it amazing. So here we go. First one is just the people. So this is like anywhere from just the kids on campus, my classmates, to the professors. Everyone's just super, super nice and friendly. And I think that's a big thing when you're, leaving home and going to a new place. You just hope that you're gonna like meet people that are just kind and nice and really just have your best interest at heart. And I'm telling you guys, the professors specifically at Tech really do care about you. You always get that thing where like, oh, if you have a class of 300 people, like your professors really don't care about you. Personally, I can say at Tech that I have felt that every professor I have genuinely really does care for each and every one of their students, especially if you go up and introduce yourself and really make a point to get to know them and, present yourself to them. They're really gonna have their eye out for you and really have your best interest at heart, because they want you to succeed. They want you to go on and do big things. They want you to do good in their class and really soak up the information they have. And especially the professors at Tech, they are all super, super well educated and have so much experience in the field that they're talking about. I mean, so many of my classes, like my photography one, my teacher in there was just so knowledgeable in that area and had so much experience. He'd like written books, been in magazines, like featured in them. And they like, that's just so awesome. Like when you actually have someone teaching you something that they really do know something about. And so yeah, the professors are just awesome. Back to the people in general, like everyone on the campus is just so nice and like really, just is friendly. And I don't know if that's just like a Texas thing, because we really are like a friendly state, but just especially at Tech, everybody's just so like just sweet and like welcoming. So second thing that I love about Texas Tech is the campus. It is one of the most beautiful campuses I've ever visited, and I can say that because I visited so many campuses before I chose Tech. Just senior year of high school, we went all around and like checked out so many different universities, and Texas Tech is by far the most prettiest. The sunsets, oh my god, in the evenings, the sky is so pretty. The architecture is just so beautiful. You know, some parts is just really old and vintagey, but like so pretty. They keep it really nice, and it just feels like a college campus. Like when you think of going off to college and like the campus, I always think of Tech because it really does remind me of just, you know, that college campus, because it's just so pretty. The trees are so big and overgrown, and just like the buildings, like I said, the sunsets, the colors. Also, what I love about it is it's real laid out, and like you can just, you know, you can actually see the buildings. Like when I went to like places like UT and things, I felt really claustrophobic, and at Tech it's just really spread out. You know, it's the plains of Texas, and so you really can just like get to classes easy. You don't feel claustrophobic, like you don't feel like closed in, because it's just really spread out, but it's still just so pretty at the same time. The third thing that I love about Tech is the student engagement. Like I said, Tech has so much to offer as far as clubs, organizations, just different things you can join. And you know, like I said, I joined a sorority, and that was like so much fun, and it's made me meet so many people and just become so much more a part of the whole experience. Tech really does offer so many different like things you can join, like student clubs. So they definitely have it going on as far as like clubs, organizations. So if you're wanting to get into that, Tech offers a lot. They just have so many events going on all the time, like I talked about earlier. I mean, there's always something to do. Career fairs, you know, movie nights at the Sub, just so many fun things that you can do to really ease your nerves and just, you know, feel a part. You'll get those emails every day with stuff going on, and it's just amazing. Like they really, really do make it a party. My fourth and final thing that I love about Texas Tech is the sports. I did not come from a high school that really ever won a lot, you know? I mean, we were okay, but I'm telling you, Tech, especially this last year, they really were they were everything in like every sport. Like, I mean, basketball, track, baseball, and it's just so much fun when you go to like a college that's good in sports and is like really like getting recognized and it's well known. It just makes it so much more fun, and you just feel so much more prideful. So definitely Tech, like their sports are on fire right now, and that's definitely a reason why I love it so much. And I always tell people, you know, like, go to Tech, the sports are great. Want to be a winner? Go to Tech. So anyway, those are just some of the things that I love about Texas Tech and why I think it's amazing. And so lastly, I'm just going to talk about my biggest fear going off to college as a freshman and how I overcame it. Basically, the most average, like, biggest thing that everybody's, you know, scared of, and that's just leaving home. Like, leaving your family, leaving your house, leaving your town. It can be so scary. And I am super close to my family. Like, me and my sister are best friends, as well as like my mom. Like, we are all so close. You know, I'm from a really small town, so like, you know, I kind of know everybody. I feel comfortable here. I love my house, love my room. So the thought of going off was just super scary. Like, last year at this time, I was so scared. But I just wish I could tell myself now, like, don't be nervous. It's okay. Like, you're gonna be fine. Like, after 2 weeks, you're gonna like find your niche, and you're gonna be so involved that like there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, leaving home was like my biggest fear. How I overcame it was, like I said earlier in my tips, is definitely joining an organization or club and just putting yourself out there and getting involved. Joining a sorority was like the best thing I could have done going straight into college, because I just made friends automatically, and I just felt a part. You know, I had more opportunities, and just like making myself go to events, putting myself out there, really took my mind off missing home. And like, not that I didn't ever miss home, but you know, it wasn't as like intense after like the first, you know, 2 weeks. I just felt more like I miss home, but I'm having so much fun up here because I'm involved and I'm keeping myself busy. So yeah, I just had to like do something. Like, so what I did was join a sorority, and then just made myself go to events, made myself, you know, reach out to people and make friends, because when you have friends and people around you like that care about you, it makes it so much more fun and just enjoyable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you found anything helpful, just leave it down in the comments below. If you're going off to college for your first year this year, put it down in the comments below. Let's have a little group discussion about it, and let's get excited about it. I'm so ready to get back to Lubbock. I can't believe like next week at this time I will already be there. So the next video you guys see, I will be in a whole different space. I will see you next time in Lubbock. Bye guys.